administration, command, control, management, power, and influence. These are all words for leadership, yet each has a different connotation of a leader. Just like these words, we each have a different style of leadership. Ralph Waldo Emerson says, "Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." Leaders are pioneers. They go ahead. They blaze the path. And they are the ones holding the torch in the dark for the people to follow. Leaders follow no one's footsteps. Instead, they create their own for others to follow. I believe that I'm a leader that leads from the front. I feel that any of the various systems of leadership will work for me, and I use them when I need to. Sometimes we need to be democratic. Sometimes we need to use an authoritarian style. Sometimes we can just let things go with the flow. I will never try to make a cadet do something I would not do, and if it's something that isn't the best job per se, like cleaning toilets as somebody said earlier, I will go with them and do it alongside them. A leader should be the vanguard, the first to volunteer for a task, and the one who works alongside the team. My goal is that the example I show to my cadets will allow them to later show the same examples to the cadets they later lead. I do not believe that as cadet officers we lead followers. Instead, we lead future leaders. Does this mean that a leader must always show the example first? No. A leader must also be a manager. He must be able to respond to multiple problems at once, and because he is training future leaders, they don't always have to rely on it. Future leaders look for opportunities to show leadership and initiative and be like their example. A leader is a guide, a mentor, and a superior. Although it's often hard to balance all of these things out, the most effective leader is the one who leads through example. This is why I feel I am most effective at the tactical level of leadership, where I can lead from the front, not from behind. Hunting animals have a pack leader who leads by example, is often the first to make the stride. In the same way, effective leaders must be willing to sacrifice their time to show the way for their team to follow. A leader is the example. We cannot stress that enough. Therefore, integrity is the most absolute important skill for a leader. People will not follow someone who is not completely honest 100% of the time. This honesty should not only be from the leader, however, it needs to be a two-way street, from the leader to the follower. A leader's ultimate goal is that when he leaves, no one notices because someone else has stepped up to fill in his shoes. A leader's ultimate goal is to develop capable, honorable, trustworthy, and independent followers who have the initiative to get the job done. His final goal is to properly develop future leaders who will then properly develop future leaders of their own. Any questions?